Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
look at us as robots or just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. To let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
With not the most. And also, we have a new host in WTF Nation Radio. We have TZ. What's going on, girl?
Hey, same old, same old.
Hey, it's fabulous. Hey, girl.
What's shaking, Bacons?
Welcoming our new host, TZ. She will be part of also another show that we got putting together. I know everybody in the front desk and all the hosts are getting their tech together and getting their training programs down, so that way we can bring you in another time slot. So that way we'd be broadcasting we'd be broadcasting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. That's the lineup we're starting to work on right now. It's almost like go ask Alice. It's all that freaking, all the news and discussions and different genres and stuff like that. So welcome TZ to WTF Nation Radio.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. Bienvenidos a familia. Welcome to the family.
Don't make me have to Google translate stuff.
So tell us about yourself, TZ.
I don't know, a little about me. I'm old. I'm a parent. I'm a grandparent. I served for 14 years, part of that in the reserves, part of that active duty. Now I kind of work a semi-professional lady job. Don't take that the wrong way. It came out totally different than what it was in my head.
What's
totally different?
What's that lady job you're talking about? Whoa, hold up. What's this?
I'm a secretary.
OnlyFans kind of account or something like that? What kind of?
Only if it's my feet, man. Only if it's my feet.
So okay. So you've been in the service for 14 years. Obviously, you got out retired. And,
yeah. Well, I got out.
You got out. Okay. And then you served some reserve time and active duty time, and then you're a grandmother. Holy crap!
Yeah, I'm a grandma, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh well, damn.
Have them young so that they can have other ones young, so you can party.
So you can party as a parent. I'll be honest with you. Right. You know, as you get, and I will say this because I do have an older child, and she's, I don't want to date my age, but she's in her mid to upper 20s, and you know, we'll joke around and make some comments, and I'll have to say something I'll say something and she'll look at me with a raised eyebrow or some side eye, and then you know, I got my mid kid, you know, she's a preteen, and so yeah. So I am
so sorry.
I have to be up on the lingo. You know what I'm saying? I have to, you know, when I say something, you know, I get the raised eyebrow from her, and she's like, "What does that mean, Dad?" And then I'm like, "Oh, well, you know," and then I'll have to, or I'll ask someone sends me a DM with some stuff, and I have to send it to my kids to translate. Yeah, and I'm like. Okay, first off, and it's kind of awkward because then it'll be like I have to ask my oldest first because that way she can confirm. Hey, what does this mean? And she's like, "Oh, yeah, Dad, block." Okay, cool. You know what I mean? What does that mean though? Just block, Dad. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm not older than dirt, dude. Freaking rocks are jealous of my age. Let's put that. The rocks. You know, sedentary. You know, freaking geologists have to verify my birth certificate. How about that? That's not that old.
I'm not allowed to say how old I am. Spanky and I share a birthday.
I know.
We aren't the same age.
Yeah.
However, if I share mine, that could lead to people knowing hers.
Yeah.
Therefore, I will be forever. 29.
I am sworn to secrecy on the Spanx birthday, and I'm the same with yours. And so, you know. Tango Zulu, that's what TZ stands for. Those are her initials, and that's her call sign. So that's Tango Zulu. So yeah, I'm sworn to secrecy, man. I gotta kind of like, I gotta keep it quiet. I gotta be on the.
It's on the DL, man.
I gotta be on the DL.
You know.
Yeah. However, I did get a DL translation of what the down on the DL means to something else. When my daughters laughed at me when I said it. When I said, "Yeah, you gotta keep that on DL," and my daughter was like, "Dude, Dad, what? What did you just say?" I'm like, "What does it mean?" And I had to get a translation because that.
Yeah, their DL is different than our DL.
Yeah, exactly. It's like down low means shut up and keep a secret. You know, keep it on the down low. Like don't open keep it on the square. You know, it's between us type of thing.
I don't know why they keep changing it.
Little did I know that in some circles, being on the down low means a little bit different than, hey, you know, it's time to be on the deal. So, but anyway, so you knocked out some time. So you got some kids and you got some grandkids. And then now you said you had a woman job. You got to be careful, man, because there's going to be we're going to have some angry people already on a Monday. Get all pissed off. What does a woman job mean? What's a woman job mean?
I only mean it by the fact that I am a woman doing this job.
Right, what's a woman job mean? I can't believe WTF Nation Radio got a new host talking about what a woman job is. It's a woman job. What's a woman job? Is that? Oh, you said secretary? Oh, I guarantee it. People get our clips and like to play it back only in, like for their own context, and they'll be like, I said something like this, or Ken said something like that, and man, look, that friggin' the next thing you know, it's like out of context, and it'll be something that's like,
oh yeah, somebody is going to say something, but that's cool. They can bring it.
Right.
I am not the girl to get upset, and I am definitely not the girl to worry about any of the bull crap.
So we already got combos. People want to get to know you. You got any pets? We were just talking about the puppers.
I have pets. I have a lot of pets. Let's see. We want them by category, age, name. I have cats and dogs.
Okay,
and
so let's go with
rescue.
So let's go with okay. So you have cats. So how many of the feline persuasion do you have?
At the moment, currently, I have 6 adults and 2 kittens.
Damn. Okay,
but I foster. I work for
gotcha.
rescue.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So then, Canis familiaris, also known as the dog.
Oh, my sweet babies. So currently, we have that belong to our person 6. However, we also currently have 3 fosters in home.
Gotcha.
So that's 9 dogs.
Oh, so that's not really okay. So it's not like you're not a. See, I'm going to say this right now. People are going to freak out. So you're not like some crazy cat lady or something like that, you know? So
No.
So
I
you're
only
fostering.
own 4 cats.
Yeah, see,
the rest are fosters. I think if you keep it under double digits, you can't put the cat lady at the end of my name after crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy, however, I accept.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, I'm just people are going to be like, "Oh, there you go. You're talking about your misogynist and all that." People, I'm going to say TZ right now. People will sit there and talk some shit and think that you're some sort of pick-me girl, or you'll have some sort of internal misogyny going on when you agree with what a guy says. So you got to be out there. You got to be careful because we're also broadcasting on the Twitters. And man, Twitters like to, they like to virtue their own virtue when they don't fucking, do you want to talk about calling the pot kettle and, man.
It's sad when you got to tiptoe around your own tiptoes.
I just decided, before I was kind of like, oh, okay, I could see your feedback. I could see the issue. But now I just don't give a fuck because it's now like it's not like it's you can't please everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and,
no.
And everyone's echo chamber is going to be bigger. Especially with the middle Twitter people, you say one thing and they're like, "Oh my God, what did you mean by that? You're such a racist and you're such a misogynist and who is that girl that was on there with you?" And the next thing you know, I don't know why they're imitating that voice, but it's probably what they sound like.
That's what you hear in your
head. That's what I hear in my head exactly, like the fucking what was that? You're of age. We could discuss this, like the Skeksis from freaking Dark Crystal.
My favorite movie
Dude,
of all
I love
time.
the Dark Crystal. Man.
Oh my
It's
God,
good shit.
love it.
The Skeksis is what fucking.
Yep.
That's all the middle Twitter people. Not all of them that cry about that. The Skeksis. Fuck, dude. It's like you can't say shit anymore, or you can't have a woman agree with a guy or a guy agree with a woman without some sort of an internal bullshit of what's going on. And you can call it bullshit. I'm not talking about reply guys. Or pick me, whatever I guess they call them pick me chicks or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the guys that are always in women's chats going, "Girl," and then like, "Oh yeah," and it's always like, cuppeth runneth over on their fucking, or the same thing with the women. But damn, dude, they're just like, Les, as long as you're still here, I'm out of jail this week. Okay, Les, okay, jail or Facebook jail? Are you talking about?
Yeah, we need specifications.
Yeah, we need some specification. And coffee? Oh, yeah, they want to know what kind of coffee do you drink. Do you drink?
I drink a local coffee here in Texas that's kind of got me spoiled because for 8 years I worked next door to them. So I'm a strong, diehard local coffee fan.
Gotcha. Okay, so you don't drink Stocking Mill coffee, hint, hint, stomp foot, or Cafe Bustelo? You don't drink that? Is that?
No. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to.
I have in the past.
All right, we're gonna have to talk to the front desk about some corrective action on you for not. Just kidding. For not having. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so you're saying you reside in Tejas, right?
Tejas, yes.
In Tejas.
South Central.
South Central. Oh man, South Central Texas.
It's a hot spot where I'm at.
What's your favorite sports ball team? Justine's asking.
Sports ball.
What's your favorite?
Which sports ball? We need to be specific. I know all the sports balls.
Are you a sports aficionado? Do you like sports at all? I mean,
I like sports. I would not say aficionado. I'd say I kind of sort of pretty much know what's going on, and I can watch a game and not look like an idiot when I scream things out.
Gotcha. Okay. So you just like, oh, that was offsides, or that was a foul, or he was traveling in a hockey game, or something like that, right?
Well, I mean, except for hockey.
Speaking of hockey,
I don't watch hockey.
Speaking of hockey,
don't hate me.
Yeah, it's okay. Speaking of hockey, go Bolts! Go Bolts! Tampa Bay Lightning against the Colorado Avalanche.
Yay!
Yay.
Go team!
Go! Say go Bolts! Go Bolts!
Go Bolts! Whee! Ooh,
okay,
go
cool.
Bolts.
All right, so you're not sports. You're not like the sports bar freaking nuts on stats.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I watch my teams that I like, and I'm gonna get hate. I'm a Rangers fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm proud.
Okay, well that's the end of tonight's podcast. Thank you guys so much.
Rolls in the hate mail.
No, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, my DMs are filling up. She said Cowboys. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. She said she's a Cowboys fan.
This is where I'm from.
Well, no, it's understandable. So you're originally from Texas, then? You're not a transplant or something like that, or?
Well, okay. I don't want to get called out by some people because I will. Okay. I'm what you call a semi-transplant. I was not born here.
Gotcha.
But my parents got me here before I could speak. Therefore,
okay.
I consider myself homebred.
I don't know that.
So.
I can see that.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention the state I was born in because that gets even more hate. However, I consider myself a Texan. I've been here since I was like 2.
Okay. That's right. That's all right. Rangers lead the race. Wrong Rangers. Wrong Rangers. Not those Rangers. The Texas Rangers. Which is,
Yeah.
It's
different ball.
Different ball game. I like Texas Rangers. I mean, just spent my time in the Tejas area myself, and
yeah, that's right. You sure did.
Everyone's like, what are you doing in Tejas? What are you doing hanging out in Tejas? I'm George W. I'm a George W. Imitator voice aficionado. I like it making fun of W. Leave me out of this ass. Why are you talking shit? That kind of. Yeah, Texas Rangers, Tuck Norris. Now, Walker, Texas Ranger. Hey, speaking of which, I digress. I know I'm gonna go off on a tangent right now. Dude, what the fuck is up with Texas law enforcement, man? What is up with the Texas law enforcement?
I wish I could tell you.
Man, I tell you what, Governor Abbott, get out, resign. See ya. Peace out. Peace out. The Uvalde Police Department now, there's been some videos of images of still photography of police just standing by. Multiple officers were inside the Robb Elementary School with rifles and at least one ballistic shield at 11:52 a.m. the day of the shooting. A new video and evidence is showing that they didn't enter the classroom for another 58 minutes. This is your job, man. You know all that. What was that? I'm a sheepdog and Punisher and Thin Blue Line and all that. And what's the other one? What other cop lingos that they like to throw out that gets everybody going? Yeah, go cops.
Leo.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. It's been, and again, we're going to post that on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, but it's pretty fucking disgusting. The fact that these poor little ones, man, were just sitting ducks and getting slaughtered by this asshole, and the cops are just like literally not doing shit, And how the Justice Department is not getting involved, how Governor Abbott, the governor of Texas, is not freaking. Remember now, these are the same guys that, and I'll be honest with you, there are some. I'm not painting a broad brush on law enforcement. All I'm saying is that Texas law enforcement isn't looking good right now. Cowards. I'll say it again. Cowards. Pip says that there's 5 Department of Justice level investigations looking into it. I don't need to be part of the Justice Department, nor am I, as educated as some. But I know what love is. Oh, sorry, wrong movie. I do know for a fact that if you look at the timeline, you could definitely see that the cops are just standing around waiting. Outnumbered this fucking shooter, right? All these fucking weaponry around, and there is a ballistic shield. Now, mind you, some of these guys are SWAT, right? Every time a piece of information from the Uvalde shooting comes out, it just gets worse and fucking worse. Straight cowards, man. Straight cowards. And there's the police department is even fighting. They've even retained a lawyer. And this is not fucking, whatever. Everyone's like, oh, no, whatever. They've hired a private firm to fight against being required to release the body camera footage and other records to the school shooting. Bruh. Really? There were like 13 cops hanging out. All that firepower right there just to wait. Supposedly the on-scene commander, who was like the chief of police, is now, I dropped my radio. Less is saying there's a word that comes to mind and it starts with a P. I'll say it, pussies. Oh, they'll be quick to fucking pull you over to get you a fucking ticket and flex on themselves. Were they all chicken shit, or were they following orders to stand by? That's a cause. That's a man. I don't know.
Maybe if we get some of that video,
maybe we get some video going on. I'll tell you what. That's the thing I think is fucked up, is I think nobody wants to hear gunfire with screaming kids. That's the reason why I think they're fighting this, is because this is may look bad. I'll be honest with you. All these you hear these stories about police officers who do heroic events that didn't have to do shit, right? Cops that go in and run to the sound of gunfire, even though that police officer was not told to go do so, right? And everyone's like, oh, officer so-and-so stepped in and, the line of duty. All those fucking cops sitting around that, and not one of them decided to go, yeah, something's fucking wrong, man. I need to go in there, boss.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Those poor things, man. Those poor. About 9 hours ago, reporters were asked to leave the Uvalde City Hall because people are intimidated. Texas legislators are meeting with law enforcement behind closed door. Man, Governor Abbott, I'm calling you out. Can you call out a governor without him? You get in trouble if you say, "Hey, step down, resign." Would you get in trouble if you say something like that? If you tell somebody to resign or whatever?
I don't think legally. Yeah. I mean, you're just, voicing your free speech there.
It's free speech, yeah. Anything stated by WTF Nation Radio is stated by the person, the opinion by the person that said it, and not blah, 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 of WTF Nation Radio, blah, 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 blah. There you go.
Exactly. Do I got to put the cause disclaimer out? Hang on, let me put the cause.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show.
There we go.
Shots.
Yeah,
Please enjoy the show. Shots. There you go. Please enjoy the show. So, please enjoy the show. Governor Abbott, you need to resign.
There you go.
Other than that, you should be, as every piece of information is coming out, the governor should be straight up posting himself on every social media or every media platform, providing updates and briefs to the citizenry of Texas and, of course, the nation. Right? I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah, and it's not wintertime, so he can't say, I didn't have electricity or internet.
Right.
So he should be good.
Oh, no. We have our first hater. Oh, hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Oh, yay.
Oh, everybody's doing the Michigan rag. Welcome, Lou. I'm just another loudmouth. Well, I mean, I've been called worse, but okay, thank you. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment, being what my old job used to be. Just tell me where to point the loudspeaker. I was a paid ordained minister of influence. Technically I'm a retired loudmouth. I think you should be a cop for one day, and then you may have to have an intelligent opinion. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was low. How dare he?
Oh, take thy beak from out thy heart. Oh my heart. Oh man. I'm being called out in the chats.
There's a shock. That never happens.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm getting so distraught and hurt. My English is my second language, so all my native speaking languages are gonna start flying out because I'm getting flustered. Oh. If you think I'm allowed enough, wait till the other shows come on.
Oh yeah, this is tame.
Yeah, wait till TZ and Radar pop up the mic.
Oh, they not gonna be very happy.
Or the man, are you talking about? We're talking about Joe too, Big Joe. Ooh man, when the sports bar comes out, oh god. Oh no,
It's awful.
Somebody's upset. Oh, catastrophe. Oh, my palms are sweaty now because I'm being called a loudmouth.
I just blame it on my bad hearing.
Yeah, what? Why are you yelling? What? Why are you yelling? Man, that's so cute. I'm just another loudmouth. I think I should be a cop. No, I shouldn't be a cop. They are supposed to serve and protect the citizenry. They're supposed to protect us. They're supposed to protect the little ones. If a police officer is sitting by while kids are getting gunned down in the next fucking room, guess what they should be doing? Disobeying orders and running to the hail of gunfire like all their fucking t-shirts like to say. Or Punisher stickers, whatever you want to call it, on their lifted Ram trucks. This is not sponsored by Dodge, by the way. I'm just saying. Oh, Lewis Canadian. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Oh, man. Damn, you really want to just jump on this shit right here? Do we have a reach out in Canada? Hang on. Bob from Nepal. Hit us up. Paul from Nepal. I think we got a ping from him, too. I think. All I saw was a bunch of wingdings, and I was like, couldn't translate it. Google Translate couldn't translate what I was getting in my inbox.
That's bad.
Yeah. So Lou's Canadian.
Translate.
Well, Lou, you know, I don't know. What do you say? I have Canadian friends.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Here is a fair question. How many cops have died in school shootings? Oh, damn. I will say I think on the record that we've had more cops run away from school shootings. Oh, no. Just like Parkland? Ooh. Add to the list of cops running from a firefight. I'm not here to drag cops. I'm just here to drag Texas law enforcement. And I have the Texas Rangers coming up, and, you know, not the baseball team, but the Texas Rangers. Everyone's like correct. I will say this, though. There is a police union out there that is demanding. I'm surprised a Texas police union is already saying that there needs to be a strong and aggressive investigation, which I think that's cool. I've not seen any other ones, though. Not seen anybody talk about that, Texas law enforcement. I guarantee you, though, I'm not going to Texas anytime soon after this podcast. driving down the road, visiting everybody in Texas. Oh, there's right there. I see him right there. Yeah, big nose and glasses. That's him. There he goes. There he goes. You know, next thing you know, freaking, that's it. I'm hemmed up. Because some Leos got butthurt that I was shit talking about one of them in Texas. Texas Rangers too. Texas Rangers should be investigating. DPS should be investigating. I don't understand why this is hard. This is just like pretty freaking, I don't know. Now, there's some individuals that say that, you know, I tweeted out the IO guy at Twitter. And I said that they should be decertified. All of them fired. It happened before. For those of you that are like a brag, you guys remember there was a police department, a local municipality that was decertified and had the local county sheriffs conduct policing duties of that. The same thing should happen.
Yep.
Spring Lake, North Carolina. Look it up. Decertified police department. Ryan says, didn't they do an internal investigation and clear themselves of any wrongdoing? There you go. Color me shocked, exactly. No way. Everything was right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a loudmouth, though. According to Lou.
There's got to be a joke in there somewhere.
I'm waiting for something, too. Loudmouth what? Loudmouth bass? What are you talking about? What's the... Yeah, back at Bragg. Oh man, back at Bragg. You're talking about the shooting at Tal Stadium along Ardennes right before PT. Members of the Special Operations community jumped on who was known as Wild Bill Kreutzer in the 82nd. Yep, exactly that, Les. See, I know exactly that. Right. Back at Bragg. Exactly. Back at Bragg. I had to do some back at Bragg. Everyone's, wait. Whoa. Hold up. Don't break my balls. Everyone's already posted back at Bragg already. So I want to hear it. Do you remember that? The Tal Stadium shooting, TZ?
I've heard of it. I don't think I was in yet. Because that was early 90s, wasn't it?
Early minutes. Hey, yeah. Bailey, what's going on? Hey, everyone's in the chats. That's so cool. We're getting it filled up. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
What?
Well, you do know today is a holiday day. In Texas, everybody should be off work today.
Yeah, that's right. Juneteenth
At least
is a federal
Texas.
holiday. No, Juneteenth is a federal holiday.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody should have been at the house bumming today, napping.
You know, speaking of, what is it with fucking Texas? See, is this ragging on Texas show? Welcome to the Monday edition. We're going to rag on Texas.
Thanks, appreciate it. You know, I'm the one that's going to get the shit for you ragging on Texas, right?
What are they going to say? They're going to be like, TZ, why don't you tell them to shut up?
Because I'm a grown-ass woman and I don't tell nobody except for my children and my grandchildren to shut up.
Oh, man. Look, okay, so today, celebration of Juneteenth, an important holiday. I think so. I think it's an important holiday.
Yep, definitely.
Definitely an important holiday. June 19th, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Texas to enforce end of slavery. Okay, look, if the Army has to send in a general, Texas, Texas, mira, when the Army has to send a general to Texas to enforce the end of slavery with General Order Number 3. Texas. What is it with? Don't mess with Texas and all the Texas bravado that's going on. I'm sorry, my Texas fans and Texas fam. I have family in Texas. I'm probably going to be disowned. And they're hot. There you go. The heat's going on. There's no water in Odessa. Did they ever fix a water main problem in Odessa? They ran out of water and shit.
They sort of fixed it.
So, anyways, on June 19th, 1865, the Army had to send in a task force to tell everybody that, end of slavery, right? It's over. It's done. Yesterday was the holiday, the Observe Holidays Day. It's an important fucking holiday. I don't know why everyone gets mad. I don't understand why people get the ass about celebrating the Army going in to tell people to stop having slaves. I don't understand why there's pushback on this. Exactly that. Texas was a holdout. Man, what's up with the Texas? Texas holding out. We're going to shit talk Texas on some other shit talking Texas talking points too. Boy, Texas is getting dragged in this one.
Thanks, appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks. Talk amongst yourself, because the ICE is going to be talking about Texas. Holy crap.
I'll be wearing dark glasses and a hat to work tomorrow.
Exactly. Aren't you in the I saw that you were sharing and forwarding your stuff. Hey, I'm on the show. Hey, I'm going to be on the show. Why are you deleting?
Thanks, appreciate ya.
Are you deleting shit already? What's up with that, TZ?
It's like, back, delete. You didn't catch it? It's okay. No, we don't post these later. Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. So again,
it wasn't that much.
It's important. It's an important fucking holiday. I don't know why everyone's getting wrapped around the axle. Everyone's like, well, I didn't know about this until blah 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 blah. Well, I knew about it in school because we made fun of Texans. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure most of Texas learned it in Texas history.
Correct.
But see, now that's junior high. And in junior high, you don't care about that stuff.
Right.
You're 13 years old. You got more important stuff than that.
You're doing preteen, 13-year-old shit. You're doing out you're running around and trying to get out of class or
and if you were on the 5-year plan like me, and learned it again in government, that's only a half of a semester at most schools. You're not going to remember that. I was probably drinking that day.
Well, you were smoking cigarettes behind the what you use? It's right. You were smoking cigarettes behind the baseball field. What was that? In the dugouts.
Don't let me age myself. We had a smoking area at my high school.
You had a smoking area? Okay.
Yep, we had a smoking area.
Yeah,
it was still allowed for a while I was in.
Right.
I told you I'm old.
I'm not saying nothing. Don't. Damn, man. Fucking people gonna start attacking me. I already got Lou in the chats. I'm just a loud mouth.
Is Lou back?
Just a loud mouth.
Just a loud mouth.
I'm a loud mouth.
Shh.
I am an ordained minister of influence. I'm required to have a loud mouth. I'm supposed to be a loud mouth.
I'm just a mom.
Can I come to Texas? Same here at my school. You can smoke in Texas. Wow. See, I didn't know that. We had this designated smoking area. And rifles, and you damn right. I will say this. If students were allowed to have rifle racks in their freaking, there would have been any shootings. I shouldn't say that because I don't fucking know. It's just funny as shit.
Well, I had a rifle rack in the back
window
of my truck.
Now they wouldn't let you,
but I didn't bring anything. You weren't allowed to bring anything on campus.
Correct. They usually segregated. They usually kept the parking lot separate with a fence, and there was a guard right there to watch your shit, or like to kind of like make sure that nobody stole the cars. You know what I mean? So, but what was I saying about Texas again? We're ragging on Texas again.
We did we ragged on about the Leos. You ragged on us about
us,
the federal holiday.
Oh, come on!
Hey,
man.
I gotta include myself, dude. If I don't back myself up a little bit and give you some kind of crap,
okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna get beat walking out my front door tomorrow.
All right.
Well, maybe not beat. Most people are scared of me, but they might yell obscenities.
Yeah,
and then I'll have to be like, just a loud mouth.
I'm gonna get some hate mail and be told, I shouldn't have said things about Texas. I'm not saying Texas is a bad state at all. I'm just saying that fucking some of the Leo situation, Juneteenth stuff, and I'm gonna talk about another thing too. And I just, dude, it's not all Texans. It's not all, it's some of the shit that it's like, dude, really, fucking come on, just say some shit. Governor Abbott, go out and say it's fucked up what happened to Uvalde. Just say, hey, we're going to investigate. Give the citizenry some sort of reassurance that this is what happens. And yes, you're right. They have Buc-ee's. You really can't fight that. I mean, you can't really.
And we have HEB.
Yeah, you have the Hib.
The Hib.
That's what
going down to the Hib.
They're going down to the Hib. What is that? Is that like monkeypox or something like that? You have to wear a condom if you got to go to the Hib. If you get the Hib, in case you get the Hib. I'm just kidding. HEB.
Get the Hib.
HEB, for those of you who don't habla, is a grocery store. And Buc-ee's is an experience. It's not your normal gas station. How about that?
No, and it's not a truck stop either. People get that cross. It is not a truck stop. You're not going to find semis in the parking lot. This isn't where people are going to take a shower on their roadway breaks. No, it is an experience.
Ryan says, well, there is Fort Hood where dreams go to die. Whew, man.
Yeah, and a couple of my marriages. And your point would be?
Oh, my exes live in Texas. I'm not saying that I don't have exes in Texas either. That's why I hang my head in Tennessee. Sort of, kind of. I don't. Walmart is better than H.E. Musa's, like going to start a fight. Everyone's getting mad. Everyone's getting mad.
Walmart's better than HEB.
Oh, here we go. Everyone's getting mad. Yep, there we go. The feeds are going nuts.
They just built a super fancy one next to my house. You should visit. Let me tell you, you will never Walmart again.
Here we go. We're going to have fights.
I'll fight somebody over an HEB, man.
Lou's going to come over the top rope. Lou the Canadian. What else was I going to say about Texas? Oh, yeah. So, okay, here's something's funny. If you don't like who you have in office, elect them out. Okay, just elect them out. Right? Go to vote.
Yeah.
Freaking go on the trail, and say that the candidate you're going to vote for sucks. That's why you should vote for me. That King Soopers is the best. King Soopers not bad either. Vote, right? Go out and register to vote. Go out, register, vote, do your shit, do your part. Do yourself what's whatever is your civic duty by voting. But don't get mad and get butthurt. Oh, there's the puppers. Where's the puppers? Oh man, people are dropping King Supers, Walmart, and then number 9 is HEB. Damn, Musa's dropping some freaking
number 9.
Oh my god!
People ever been in an HEB?
I think Facebook is glitching right now. I think there's having some issues. I think we're gonna get zucked because you provided that blasphemy, Musa. People are getting mad.
It'll be all right.
My point being is that the Texas GOP is talking about, in some of its referendums and all that, talking about seceding from the union. And I'm like, bro. Our area was kind of between suburban and rural, but our high school had an FFA to do skeet shooting and gun safety on the football field facing the tree line. That's good shit. See, something like that. Rifle safety courses. Back in the day, you used to have kids shooting with BB guns and stuff like that, too, and little 22s. Stripes is better than HEB. Damn, dude, Musa's on a freaking... Dude, is he trying to burn up the chats?
That's just rude.
That is just messed up.
Disrespectful.
So the Texas GOP is saying that we need to secede from union. What's up with the GOP? What's up with the DNC? What's up with everybody? The parties are trash. I'll just say that. How about that? Parties are trash.
I'll hook in on that one with you.
Yeah, there's the left are no longer center or whatever. You're not going to get any Kennedy Democrats anymore, right? There's no such thing. Republicans have gone off the end too because now there's an ad out there that what's his name? What was that? Rob Greetings, whatever his name is. The guy's running for office has posted a video about going after rhinos, and Facebook took it down, so I can't play it because I would have played it. To shit talk on this one. Talking about going after rhinos and rhino hunting permit and all this other shit. Mm-hmm. Now, rhino is a term that within the Republican Party is Republican in name only. Like they're only saying that they're whatever. Which I will say that the Republican Party has lost their conservative ways. They've gone too fucking fringe and they're bending to the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is mine, take, and they just go off on the fucking deep end. Well, now the GOP is going off on the deep end. Like there's like literally no fucking party. People like you and I, like who we were talking about earlier. It's like, hey, we don't want all this fucking drama. We don't want all this shit. I was talking to somebody else about this too. It's like the parties suck. The parties suck. There's individuals that are on the fencers, I guess you would say, who are going to go to the conservative movement or go to the Republican. I know on the Latino side, why? You know why. Latinx. Publix doesn't count. That's not that. Publix doesn't count. Publix is its own anomaly. Publix is its own anomaly. And only those who know, if you know, you know.
Oh, the Publix.
The Publix.
The Publix down in Florida.
Down in Florida,
all the
exactly
old
that.
People in the drunk shop.
You watch your you're blasphemous right there. What's wrong with Florida?
I can't help it.
I'm thinking about getting a fucking vacation home out there. Why are you dissing me like that? Why are you talking?
Hey, I would love to vacation there, but I do not want to live there.
Publix. Les has got a good point. We need some party. We need some party because people. I'll be honest with you, there are people on the left that are like going, "What the fuck? We don't need this shit." People on the right saying, "What the fuck? We don't need this shit." You have people within the party saying they're going to hunt down individuals and other buddies because where's the line going to be drawn? Which is the same thing they say about gun grabbers. Where's the line going to be drawn? Right?
Yep.
I support 2A straight up. So anybody who's like, "Oh, well, you're on the gun side," nope. What was it that when we had Bourbon Supreme on when he said that I think everybody should be banned from? You need to have more guns. He wants to. I don't want to fuck up what he said, but Florida, the gunshine state. There's nothing wrong with gunshine state. Guns don't scare me at all.
Me neither.
What I'm saying though is that both parties are now losing their shit. You have one member of the party that's like talking about going nuts and telling the individuals that are mostly white liberal women with purple hair, telling you that Latinos should go by Latinx, right? And then you have another group on the Republican side that are so freaking nut that they're now targeting within each other, within themselves. So somebody within the Republican Party could say, hey, he's a rhino, let's go hunting. And you got some idiot that attacked Dan Crenshaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
More guns and more ponies. Heath, bless you. You're right. More guns and more horses. Exactly that. And whiskey, yeah, whiskey and beer. Well, I'm more of a whiskey guy. I'm more of a bourbon guy.
Gin and tonic myself.
So, prefer the bourbons. The beer, I prefer Tecate. Everybody knows that. But the parties have lost their shit to the point where people that are straddling the fence don't even know where to go. You got one group on one side saying that if you voted for this person, you're automatically a racist. You're automatically fucking misogynist. You're blah, blah, blah. Then you have another group on the other side saying if you don't like to go the way that I'm going to go, you're a rhino and I'm going to hunt you down. So it leaves people out. It kind of leaves other people out. Like, who the fuck are we going to vote for? What is going to happen? Texas GOP talking about seceding from the union. Bro, really? So what? They're going to secede from the union, and the Army goes in there again to bring you back? What are you going to do? Your cops are going to be like, what, hiding or something like that? No, what do you they like I said, they can't even keep their freaking electric grid up. Or they can't even keep their water mains up. What are you going to do that? That's going to sustain you? You ain't lying, David. All of them need to go. We must set term limits. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about term limits for Congress. I'm all about term limits for the Supreme Court. You got guys that are like in their freaking. I mean, I got my grandparents are long and gone. They've got people that are still alive and running in Congress.
Yeah, that's insane.
And you're like, what the hell?
I love my mom. Don't get me wrong. She is 79 years old. She is healthy as a horse, but I would not want that woman in Congress. She can't even remember where she set her coffee down.
We have a we have a president that doesn't know where to put his foot down. Did you see him bust his ass on his bike?
Hey, bravo for him trying.
Well, look,
I can't even ride a bike.
Well, look, here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, he's too weak to hold. First off, he's elderly. That's kind of spooky for, that's spooky already enough for an elderly person to be on a bike, right? But if you've gone mountain biking and you know that the pedal straps on a mountain bike or bike, they get caught. I've tripped my ass on whatever. You notice on his right foot during the video, I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get stuck. But he got his foot caught in the pedal straps, and then he thought he was away from it, and he set his foot down. And he tumbled over, right? And everyone was like, oh, my God, oh. Yes, he's an old person that shouldn't be riding a bike. That's about all I can say. But blowing it up and saying, oh, my God, his cognitive level is this and this. But Moose is exactly right. I hate seeing it's like seeing a kid fall. It's like seeing whatever. It's like seeing the elderly fall like that. It sucks. So, yeah, term limits. As a matter of fact,
I like term limits.
I think it should be an age limit like in the military. Because like most of the people in Congress didn't serve in the military. They kind of hit out.
So they have plenty of time to get into Congress.
They got plenty of time to get in Congress, right? So they think it should be like the military. It has like mandatory certain amount of years and a mandatory age to get out.
I like that.
Term limits for HEB. Dan Musa is causing violence in the chats. That's nuts.
Y'all got back off my HEB, man.
You got to do it like a HEB curse or something like that. Is there some sort of like a Heb curse or something like that?
I'm sure I could go over there right now and find a candle, probably, that would be something I could light and put a curse on everybody that gave.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, man. Moose is in the chat just swinging that lightsaber like Anakin Skywalker during Order 66 on them kids. Too soon.
Yeah, no, maybe a little bit. Nah.
Les says how about a mental and physically fit? Yeah, that's right. I'd like to know the medication. Since Congress wants to know if I'm vaxxed or you're vaxxed or not, I'd like to know, Congress, what your prescription stash looks like. Oh, man, everyone got quiet on that one. Nobody wants to hear that. Everyone's like, oh, shit.
Nobody wants you talking about their mental health medication.
Right, yeah.
It's just rude.
It's just rude, right?
Hey, I'll tell people what I'm on. It keeps them safe, so why not?
CQ says Anakin allegedly, that's right, quote unquote, allegedly did that. Star Wars is about a film about redemption and also the stuff. Dude slaughtered more fucking... He fucking killed a bunch of kids. That's all I gotta say. You see the new? Do you watch Star Wars? Are you into Star Wars?
Yeah, I like Star Wars. I've been a Star Wars fan since the first one came out because I actually saw that in the theater.
So did you see the Obi-Wan? Because I know
I am watching the Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a child who still lives at home. I say child, grown-ass man.
Gotcha.
But I gave birth to him, so I have a child.
Right.
And he hasn't caught up with episodes, so I'm being nice and not watching more episodes. So I've only seen 3 so far.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's fair.
I'm a little behind.
That's fair. No, that's okay. You're educating them kids on Star Wars. Everybody knows that the Jedi are a radical fundamentalist religious group that likes to use child soldiers, but that's just me.
Yeah. I'd say that's a fair stance.
Kroger is way better than HEB. Damn, dude. Heath dropping
HEB bought out Kroger in Texas.
God, dude.
They don't even have no standing power here.
Damn, dude.
That was horrible. Heath is at it.
Man, Heath everyone's committed.
What state does Heath live in?
No, exactly.
Does he not have HEB? Is that his anger?
Hey, I'm just cracking on the law enforcement side and how the parties are fucked up. I'm not saying anything about Texas themselves, but great order. Everyone's jumping on the great. Term limits for Jedi. Oh man, we're gonna take a break right quick. Refill your glasses.
Smoke your smokes.
Smoke your smokes. Refill your stuff, and we'll be right back with the last half of the Monday edition on WTF Radio with myself, Ice, your host, and TZ as my co-host.
What?
All right, we'll be right back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior tasks and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. Badge of Action.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Action Badge.
Nothing feels the same. Left it all behind. where you draw the line, 'cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Why you keep it in your head? Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it, and it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way, 'cause it's so bad. Won't see you when I pray, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you need now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. We're back. Last half of the Monday edition. And everyone's causing chaos with the groceries inside the chats. Man, some angry people in there. I'm being told I'm being too nice. I still don't know what that means. Everyone says I need to be meaner. I got comments in the chat saying I'm too soft. What does that mean, staff? You guys aren't paying attention to the chats instead of, look at the chats. What does that mean? It's kind of like unfair. Why would you say that about Omoa? The battle rages on. Exactly that, Musa. Somebody dropped. He dropped a Moab. freaking HEB Piggly Wiggly for the win.
Mm-mm.
It's like some deep south freaking groceries right there. The Piggly Wiggly. I'm too polite? What do you mean I'm polite? I am not. I don't think I'm polite. What?
You should want to be polite a little bit.
I was about to say, yeah, polite. What the fuck is it? What do you want me to do? You want me to be pissed off and be, oh, you fucking go, you fucking vet pro, rah, 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 grow my beard out, rah, whatever. Fuck, man. I'm too soft. Hi, I'm too soft. Am I as fabulous soft or am I just soft? Aw, you're too soft, Ice. Why are eggs so damn expensive? I'm climbing trees stealing robin eggs now. Had a Mississippi kite this egg. A big-ass omelet. Wow. Really? Is eggs getting expensive? All I know is that a lot of farms and shit are, a lot of hatcheries are getting caught on fire. Egg farms and freaking... Did you hear about those freaking cattle in Kansas? Like 2,000 heads of cattle? Cattle? What the fuck's a cattle? Cattle?
Making up your own language now.
Making up my own lingo. 2,000 head of cattle. You don't think that's kind of like odd?
Yeah, it's odd.
Am I a tanker? No. Never was, never will. Though I do hang out with... I was assigned to the 1st Armor Division. Does that count? Is that you know...
Guilty by association?
Yeah, I guess. I mean... Supposedly it's the heat. Yeah, exactly that. Supposedly. Could imagine losing all that head of cattle.
That would be devastating.
Yeah.
If I was a cattle person.
Well, yeah. If I had a ranch full of cattle and stuff like that, shit, dude. It's hot. Yeah, it's everyone's saying it's the heat. IGA. Oh shit. Pip's dropping some more grocery violence.
Oh, Pip.
IGA?
Seriously? Now it's just being ridiculous.
What is it? I can't remember IGA. There's another... It's not Whole Foods. It's another place. It's like... It's got a mixture of like a taqueria in there and shit. You know what I mean? It's got like freaking Mexican food in there and, you know... Food tiger? You mean Food Lion? Food tiger? What the hell's Food tiger? Market.
Hey, Food Lion always had good coupons, but they had to because they were like 3 times the price as the bigger.
Food Lion wasn't bad. I you know that's subjective. I mean, I don't know. It's like grocery. Some places it's like, for instance, like you were saying before when we were on the break, is that like you like to have, you know, you went to the commissary, right? And you know, shopping at the commissary is not bad. However, I'm not buying for $3 a pack Shin Ramen. I'm going to the Asian market in downtown and get my freaking my big old case of Shin Ramen, Warrior's meal. Seen a lot of sling load in my years, and when I looked up and saw a fucking hay bale flying over, I was like, what the fuck? Oh. Farmer's market, it's more fresh. Yeah, farmer's market, like an actual farmer's market. That'd be cool. Greer's, man, you guys are like bringing up old school. You're bringing back stuff. Are you guys Googling old shut down freaking grocery stores?
They have to be.
They have
Somebody's
to be.
on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, somebody is really... Where's my coffee? Where's my copy? HEB? Where's my copy? Heb?
The Heb.
The Heb.
The HEB.
He would not hold our heat rounds ice. He would probably drop them. Man, I'm going to tell you what, bro. I don't want to talk about tankers. I will say it's seen a loading. I've been in an M1 Abrams and seen it rolling around and been inside and watched it do things. And I'm like, God, First off, it's too hot in here. Second, man, appreciation for what they do. Tankers. The Joes, that's it. You know, I'm talking about the Joes.
Better them than me.
Yeah, exactly. So real quick, we're going to do a Kyiv independent update. I know sometimes you should like to go 4 or 5 hours out. from our independent news sources, which is an independent English language journalism in Ukraine called the Kyiv Independent. We usually like to grab for about 4 hours. We'll go about 4 hours right now. So, right now, currently, there are 2 American veterans that are being detained by Ivan. Members of the Ukraine Legion. 2 Americans captured by Russian forces. Which is pretty fucked up. Now, you can say what you want. Make your little comments. Well, that's what they get for being there. Blah, blah, blah. Is it 3? I heard it was 2. Currently right now. What, did they get Ben Stiller? Because Ben Stiller went over there. Ben Stiller went to go meet... he's like, yeah, everybody doesn't know Ben Stiller. Yeah, you know, that Ben Stiller. Zoolander, you know, Blue Steel. That Blue, you know... That Ben Stiller is a UN Goodwill envoy. And he went to go hang out with the Ukrainian President Zelensky. And after visiting the summits in Kyiv Oblast, Stiller told Zelensky that seeing the destruction caused by Russia's war in person was much more striking compared to what he saw on TV. Russian attacks 3, kills 3, injures 2 civilians in Donetsk Oblast, June 20th. That's currently 3 of now. Okay, thank you. Let me grab some updates. 3 Americans. I just want to make sure. Now, also, Ivan's already had I think a couple of British captive, saying that they're going to execute him. Some of them, they're saying that's separatists. They always like to say it's separatists, so that way they don't get in trouble for anything that happens to any of them. It's kind of like the I don't know, they shoot down an airplane or something like that. Ooh, Les, man, did you see Les dropping the freaking? Les drops the old school shit. Let's send Jesse Jackson to go get them. Wow, that's some history shit right there. If you guys don't know, well, I'll say this. For you guys that aren't old enough, the Serbs, way back in the day, Camp Able Sentry, Macedonia, I think near Skopje, overran 3 Americans that were traveling out and about and away from the camp. So Jesse Jackson, because, you know, we were just, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what our plan was. Went to go talk to the Serbs to secure the release. And he did. He secured the release of captured Americans. So the joke, let's send Jesse Jackson, has been anytime we get captured or some soldiers or our service members get captured, or in this case our veterans, then that's why you say that shit. Uh-oh. Sports Bar said he was there. Man, I was there too. Not there when they got captured, but I've been there. I've been a friggin' Camp Able Sentry in Skopje, Macedonia. Why hasn't Jesse gone to get Brittany Griner? You know, that's another thing too that trips me out. It's like, why? You know, if there's war going on and there's some shit going on, and Ivan captures an American, go get him. Go get him, or you know, shit talk Russia to get him out. Or maybe Obama can trade for them. You guys are savages in the chat right now. Even though I'm being told I'm being soft, I still want to know what the hell does that mean about being soft. I'm being soft. Oh, as in hard to hear. Oh, okay. That's the kind of soft I was talking about. Oh, okay. Shit. All right. Let me turn it up. I don't want to scream because when I scream, I don't want to overpower the mic. There we go. It's like it's hard to hear. Oh, okay. Fine. Here, let me make some adjustments here and here, and make me some adjustments here and here, and then maybe some adjustments there and here. The show's almost over, so okay. I will make these adjustments. Okay. There we go. Other people hadn't have any problems.
Maybe she has tinnitus.
Ooh. Damn.
And if you act now, you too can get in on the special that they are running to try and give you money.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the 3M freaking. Yeah. Morgan and Morgan.
I like
for the
my
people.
$1.75, please.
Yeah, exactly. I want my tree fitty. Man, it doesn't seem like it's late.
No, it actually doesn't.
It doesn't seem like it's late at all.
Were you off work today?
This is my work. Shit post extraordinaire. Being a loudmouth. There, how about that? There. I'm such a loudmouth that I'm going to peek the mic out. How about that?
Should have just told her less. Lou says you're not soft at all.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'm going to be a loudmouth. I'm being a loudmouth. You spend one day being a cop. Yeah, okay. You don't have to be a cop. You don't have to be a cop. Zelensky sees no progress in talks of grain export corridors. In his speech to the African Union, Zelensky said Africa is held hostage by those who started the war against Ukraine. As a result of Russia's Black Sea blockade, Ukraine cannot export 25 million tons of grain. Man, you know that they're like the breadbasket of Europe, right? They're like, well, thanks, David. Appreciate it. I don't know what job I did, but thank you. Your compliments are appreciative. 75 Snake Island defenders remain in Russian captivity. Remember the story about the Snake Island guys, along with the Ghost of Kyiv and all that stuff? I still believe in the Ghost of Kyiv. Have hope, damn it. I don't know why people were like so quick to dismiss. It's almost like people was a bunch of party poopers out there when we talked about the Ghost of Kyiv. And I want to believe. Do I want to believe that there was somebody out there just waxing Ivan in the sky? Hell yeah. Iran versus Czech. I hope I said that right. Announced the number on 20 June. The island of the Black Sea was occupied by Russians at the very beginning of the full-scale invasion, and some of its defenders were exchanged. Les, if only we had a state in the U.S. that could fulfill the world grains needs. You ain't lying like Kansas. Exactly. Doesn't Bill Gates own it all or something like that? Or China owns it or something like that?
Kansas? They own Kansas now?
No. I'm just saying just like all the farming and stuff like that. All the...
Oh. I was like, damn, I was sleeping.
Or Bill Gates or something like that. I can't remember.
Somebody does.
Somebody's got all the grain.
Bastards.
So the Ukraine continues to hold off Russian assaults in Donbass, and Ukraine's Operational Command East reports inflicting heavy casualties on Russian troops over the last 24 hours. Ukraine's military destroyed a tank infantry fighting vehicle, 2 multi-purpose auxiliary armored tracked vehicles, and 2 anti-tank guns, and 2 artillery pieces, and 2 UAVs. Russia has reportedly lost 106 soldiers in the same time frame. Very good point, Musa. Bill Gates owns 60% of U.S. farmland so far. You ever watch the TV show Yellowstone? I love that show. Do you watch Yellowstone?
Yes, I am a Yellowstone fan.
Okay. You know how everyone's like saying Mr. Dutton owns too much land and no land should be owned by one guy? Right? But everyone's okay with fucking Bill Gates owning all this land. That's what.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Get back to the farmer. I don't give a shit about school debt, education debt. I want farmer debt to be fucking canceled. Every farmer right now should have any of their fucking debt canceled the fuck out before anybody who has a education, whatever, school debt or something like that, put you down on the fucking priority list. Cancel farm debt, dude. Don't cancel student debt. I don't give a shit about that. Or you could just pay your bills, or you can. I'm not saying that if I had student debt and someone wanted to give me some free chicken, give me some of that money. That's cool, but that's not fair. I like how we like to talk about paying their fair share, but we don't want to cancel farm debt.
I feel you.
I think it's rather hypocritical to say some shit like that. Russian Nobel Peace Laureate sends medal over 103, sells medal for over 103 million to help Ukraine refugees. The Russian co-winner of last year's Nobel Peace Prize sold his prize for $103.5 million at auction. All proceeds will go to UNICEF and helping Ukraine's child refugees. Do I use a voice changer? No, I don't. This is my voice. Why? Does it sound like I use a voice changer? We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender yourselves. That's my voice.
Please,
I don't like my voice.
Talk like that the rest of the time.
Yeah, hi. What's going on, Musa? No, I don't use my voice. This is my voice, Musa. All right. Me like, fabulous. This is my voice. My voice is very, very varying in a lot anyway. So, like when I'm like if I go to an event or something like that, and I'm not saying I social smoke or something like that, but I do say there's anyways, and I have to clear my throat or I'm yelling a lot or whatever, or if I'm not feeling good, cotton mouth. I sound like Rick, right? Morty, I'm telling you what right now, man, this is straight bullshit, right? Is that what you're saying, Rick Sanchez? I get that a lot. I'm not saying that I've called people, pulled some pranks, but
no, never. We don't prank here.
No, we don't. No.
We are so serious. So serious.
Yep, exactly, Moose. My voice ranges a lot. People like when I imitate Bill Clinton. Oh, why you make fun of me? Shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. At least I'm not in the news no more, bitch. That right there. Or W, of course. Shut your mouth, man. That's not really good, but a close approximation.
Oh, good Lord.
Attention to Kmart shoppers. For the next 10 minutes, we'll be having a blue light special. Oh, man. Or Alex Jones. I like going off like Alex Jones because he's Alex Jones and like shit talking on him. I like shit talking on him because he was talking about PSYOP people and people who were involved in the PSYOP community. And I took that personally. So,
well, how dare you?
How dare you, Alex Jones? These guys here, they think they're a bunch of rah, they have rah, rah. He freaks out and all that. I know who this guy is on WTF Nation Radio talking shit. Oh, yeah. He gets all mad. Gay frogs with pointy hats and rainbows.
That man's going to bust a vessel.
He is. He's gonna stroke out during one of his fucking shows.
Oh my God, serious. There's just way too much anger and intensity.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe right now. So, have you been watching the January 6th drama? All that stuff? You watching that shit?
I just let my mother update me every day because she's going to do it anyway, so I might as well just hear about it once instead of watching it and then hearing about it from her later.
I've been listening off and on. Best joke of the day. Alec Baldwin is like 65, but he's still a lady killer. Too soon? From Les. Thank you, Les. That is pretty funny. Is it too soon? You ever notice we talk about gun safety and shit like that and how everybody demands accountability for guns, but Adam Baldwin's still walking around free?
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure. I don't want to say it's a Hollywood thing. Probably going to lose a lot of friends or something like that because I'm shit talking on some Hollywood people.
Do you have friends?
I really don't. I don't want to think about it.
I was going to say, how much do you pay them? Because I don't get paid nothing.
Only friends? Is that right? Is that how it works? Only friends? You can be my friend, please.
Only if it's my feet.
I said only friends, not only fans.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way. That's all they're getting.
Yeah. Musa says he likes the anger in your voice. It sounds like the Joker. Which one? Are we talking Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Jack Nicholson Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, Cesar Romero Joker? There's a Joker has a wide range as well.
Yeah, we're talking like 5-6 movies there, buddy.
Yeah, really. And a TV
and
show.
Some TV shows.
Some cartoons.
Some voiceovers,
yeah,
cartoons.
Mark Hamill does the voice of the Joker. So, do you believe
we need specifics, people.
We need Pacifics. Hey.
You don't speak to me specifically. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as it's not Jared Leto. Oh my God, I forgot that Joker. Shit. That's right. Yeah, I do.
Too many Jokers.
Heath Ledger as a Joker was just badass. I watched The Dark Knight and I see his performance, and then I go back and watch Jack Nicholson's 1989 Batman Joker, and it's just like, And then I see, of course, Joaquin Phoenix with his, His Joker. They like always depends on what mood it is, I guess. Sometimes I'm feeling like a freaking Heath Ledger joke. Yeah.
Sometimes you're not.
Oh, damn. You're bringing back some old commercials. Old candy bar marketing. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. And Joan's got nuts. My ones don't, right? That was a commercial? Yeah. Have I seen the new Top Gun yet? I'm kind of on the fence about Top Gun right now because I'm kind of butthurt about them. Does that make sense?
So have you seen it though?
I have not seen it.
Me neither. My mom saw it though.
I'm thinking about taking Baby Ice to go watch it because he loves jets and noises and you know anything technical mechanics. I can't take him to like an air show. I can't take him to like a display. Like if there's a plane or a car, like I can't take him to a car dealership because he will start
too much knowledge, doesn't he?
He starts dismantling the car. Like he will. I went to go take my truck to the shop, and there was a similar vehicle inside the shop, a little bit newer, of course. And he gets inside and he starts playing with the buttons and the switches and starts flipping. He opens up all the. He'll open up all the freaking compartments and all that and start playing around. He'll try to pull knobs off and shit and try to he's just
nice.
Yeah, he's very intuitive when it comes to mechanics. I can't keep if I want something mechanical in the house, I have to have it put up, or I get to look at it for a little bit and then just give it to him because he'll take it apart. Like he likes to take shit apart.
I got one like that. He's 27 now and still does it.
Yep. Yeah, exactly that, David. He is trying to start it. There was a particular aircraft that came by and in the area where we're at, and I swung by it, and he was looking at it, and he's like, "Ooh, cool!" And I was just picturing him jumping inside this World War II airplane, and there you go.
Dismantling it.
Dismantling, exactly. Just, oh my god, little booger head. So break out the lemon pledge. It's time for some housekeeping. Do we have a new housekeeping? Do we have a new cut sheet? I don't see any. So we had just recently we had of course the pop culture 100th episode.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we have Matthew Lesher. CQ always gets these guests that I can't pronounce their name. They get mad. And then there you go. I am thinking about I got. Okay, look, I got my kid. We were talking about tools and stuff like that. I got every time I go into the garage to do something, he will open up my toolbox, and I will be in the living room, and then I'll hear some weird noises, and there he is with a screwdriver trying to take apart some electronic device. Or we go to the store, and there's there's tools like garden equipment, and he wanted to grab it. Just like the next thing you know, I'm not saying that because we're Latino that naturally he's going to go over to garden equipment, lawn equipment. But I will say this: I will say that there is a toy that's out there that is like a line of toys that produce it's like a bubble maker, right? And he lost his absolute shit when he saw a bubble making leaf blower, and he cannot get enough of this thing.
Did you get him the bubble blowing lawnmower?
The bubble blowing lawnmower they didn't have, but you can get the bubble blowing leaf blower. You can get the bubble blowing weed eater. You can get the bubble blowing. Oh, bro, dude, stop! You're really trying to feign on a stereotype here. So yeah, Spanky's good. Why is everyone sweating Spanky? She's good. She's all right. What's wrong?
She's fabulous.
She's fabulous.
I just talked to her. She's amazing.
Yeah, we just talked to her, man. Shit. Everyone's thinking about rumors of her demise have been greatly exaggerated. She's good. She's out doing shit. You guys know that she's got a little
lives.
Yeah, she got a little one going to school. They had to do some college stuff, and she had to go hugs, and so proud of baby Spanky.
Little baby Spanky's fabulous.
Yeah.
Just saw them 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
the
ago
other
before
weekend.
she went to school. Yeah,
we went and floated the river.
that's right. So Matthew Lesher is going to be on Pop Culture Warrior tomorrow, and he is going to be talking about his experience on the TV show The Flash, not the movie Flash, The TV Flash. So, TV show Flash. And then 1 July, Carl Whalen's going to come back. The director of Back to Heroes Rumble. He's going to be coming back here to talk with Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pooks. What? And yeah, that's cool, man. I think that's awesome. I like returning guests. Returning guests are fun.
Repeat offenders.
Yeah, exactly that. I don't want to say repeat offenders because then people will get upset going, what does it mean repeat offenders? But having a past guest come on is awesome because they remember us, we remember them, we talk about the good old days, how come, we don't call, you don't talk, we don't call anymore, how come this and this? So.
But it does feel like I just saw you yesterday.
Right. Oh my God, you just didn't want to talk, blah, blah, blah.
I see how it is.
Yeah, I see how it is, exactly. So, again, TZ is a co-host right now for tonight. She's hosting, but we're also going to be bringing back a lineup. Because we used to be broadcasting every day of the week. Well, now we're going to be upping the shows with a Wednesday show and a Sunday show. So pretty soon, like right now, it's Monday edition. We got friends over at Military Broadcast Radio out in Denver, Colorado. And they have their show at the same time, but we play their show on Wednesday. So we're going to have to find another slot for them. Probably give them a Saturday slot until then.
Perfect.
Then, of course, so Monday editions with us, with myself, and it'll be either Shipwreck or TZ, Tango Zulu. And then CQ's on Tuesdays with Pop Culture Warrior, with the, of course, unpop cultured Radar as his I don't want to say sidekick because they both complement each other. It's like we really don't have like a host. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
We both shit talk. We're both hosts. Anyways.
Hostesses.
Yeah,
hostessing.
Hostesses of excellence. And then we have Thursday, Sarge Time, where all mill media, all mill news is broadcasted. Active duty, National Guard, Reserve, Soldier for Life, Department of the Army, Department of, DOD civilian, I guess you would say. News for that. We always like to bring up a good lineup. We might have a surprise guest coming up this Thursday. Probably going to have another 2-star. We got another GO wanting to hang out. So I got to break the flag out and get a haircut. And I'm not going to press my uniform, though. And then bring back the midday show. Yeah, the midday show, the thing is that, like we were saying earlier, people have lives. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a hard thing to do right now. Well, that's been war gamed as well. And then Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie. Saturday's a day off, and then Sunday's a day off. However, Sunday and Wednesdays are going to be the slots for the new shows coming out, or the additional shows coming out. Actually, they are new because we've never had these types of shows before. We've never had a smoke pit show before, or we've never had a sports bar show before. Something completely.
No, you have not.
Completely dedicated to the stuff. So we'll get more people on to be more. Well, duh. Should we behave when there's a 2-star? Well, when the 2-star comes on, believe it or not, that 2-star is a can we say repeat offender to a 2-star? He was here before. So once we get it confirmed, then we'll bring that. We'll let you guys know. We'll have associated graphics and postings and previews and all that. But yes,
all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
That get us off the DL and let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. But Pip, bring back the Beagle. I'm gonna tell you what, General Beagle is a fan favorite. Everyone likes when General Beagle comes on. So like I said, we'll make confirmation, then we'll announce who the GO is, and then we'll provide appropriate graphics and all that, and you guys will know pretty quick. So with that, what you got? You got anything? You got anything, TZ?
No, not today.
Well, thanks for hanging out.
I'm just breaking into this quick and easy and hoping to stick around and not get too much, hate for y'all.
No. Like Lou in the chat said, I'm a loudmouth, so,
I guess as long as I'm not a loudmouth.
I produce my own hate. So, is Ukraine winning? I don't know. See, that's the thing. We don't have any stats. We don't have any DOD briefings on the status of Ukraine. So we don't know. Wish them the best. We want them to fucking win because, fuck Putin. Fuck Ivan,
Mm-hmm.
Wolverines, you know what I mean? All that. Remember all that talk we used to have back in the 80s? I'm talking about beating up fucking Ivan? providing Stinger missiles to the Afghan. Well, yeah, that didn't. Anyways. But anywho, thanks for tuning in. This is Amish, your host, and I got freaking, TZ riding in the gunner seat. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to Pop Culture Warrior with Michael Carrasquillo, also known as the CQ, and of course the voice of the unpop cultured radar. Anywho, so thanks for y'all hanging out, and wish y'all a good night. Thanks for tuning in. You can listen to us on 2 Facebook pages, the Twitters, YouTube, and Twitch. We have to get some new music. I might have to reach out and find somebody who does covers, so that way we don't get in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Troxler's already been on. We'll bring him back. And so, anywho, we got to catch up anyways. Me and him haven't shot this shit in a while. At one time, he was on the show and he came on and he called somebody out. He called somebody a punk bitch. That was fucking awesome. That was the most epic call out he's ever done. If you guys don't remember Sarmage or Troxler, that was awesome. The former SEAC. Which, by the way, he's going to be on the soundbite. So, again, thanks a lot for listening, and thanks a lot for tuning in. See ya. Shots. Have a good night. Have a good one. Yeah.
Peace.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Get to see somebody.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки. Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера.
Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист.
Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.